Hello class. So I was requested by a student to make a video on how to do the inverse matrix method. So we have three equations right here: x plus y plus z equals 4, 2x minus y equals 5, 3x plus y minus z equals 2. So first we want to convert this into a matrix. So let A equal 1, 1, 1, 2, negative 1, 0, 3, 1, negative 1. And then we want to find the determinant of this matrix. So the determinant of A equals the determinant of 1, 1, 1, 2, negative 1, 0, 3, 1, negative 1. And to find the determinant, you want to multiply this, this, and this. So this would be 1, because 1 times negative 1 times 1 is 1. And then 1 times 0 times 3 is 0, so plus 0. And then 1 times 2 times 1 is 2, so plus 2. And then we subtract it by going bottom left to top right. So 3 times negative 1 times 1 is negative 3. And 1 times 0 times 1 is 0. And then negative 1 times 2 times 1 is negative 2. So then you simplify this. This is negative 5. So then the determinant is 8. So then next we want to write this: a times x equals this matrix right here. So it'll be 4, 5, 2, like the answers right here. And then inverse of a times x is equal to inverse of a times 4, 5, 2. And then the inverse of a times a is just I. So I times x equals a times negative 1, or inverse a times 4, 5, 2. And then you could just drop the I, so that it would just end up being x equals inverse of a from this matrix 4, 5, 2. So now that we know that, we want to find what the inverse of a would be. So we're just gonna rewrite a real quick. So 1, 1, 1, 2, negative 1, 0, 3, 1, negative 1. And then we want to find the determinant of for each of these digit placeholder right here. So it's kind of hard to explain, so I'll try my best. So for this first position right here, we would look at the one right here, and then we would cross out its row and cross out its column and cross out its row. So then you're left with this matrix right here. So then you just find the determinant of that, which is negative 1 times negative 1 is 1, and this is 0, because 1 times 0 is 0. So it would just be 1. So I would just write 1 here. Okay. And for this next one, you do the same thing, except it would be for the second position. So it's you cross out the row it's in, which is the first row, and then the column that it's in, which is the second column. So then you have this matrix right here, which would be 2, 3, 0, negative 1. And then you just find the determinant of that, which is negative 2, and then 3 times 0 is 0, and negative 2 minus 0 is negative 2. So then I would just write negative 2 right here, and then I'd do the same right here. So you'd cross out this row, this column, and you would be left with 2, negative 1, 3, 1. So negative 3, or 2 minus negative 3 is 5, so there would be a 5 right there. And then when you move on to the second row right here, you do the same thing except you cross out the row right here. So we would have 1, 1, 1, 1, negative 1, basically, because you would cross out this and that. So the term of that, 1 times negative 1 is negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. Right here, you cross out that and that, so you get 1 times negative 1 is negative 1, 3 times 1 is 3, so it'd be negative 4. Cross out that and that. 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 1 is 3, so 1 minus 3 is negative 2. And then this third position right here, cross out this row, this column, 1, 0, 0, so that'd be 1, 0, that'd be negative 2. And right here, you cross out this row, cross out that column, and that'd be negative 1 minus 2, negative 3. So now that we have this, we want to refer refer to this. So you have plus minus, plus minus plus, minus plus minus, plus minus plus. And we want to adjust our chart according to this. So we would keep this the same, multiply this by negative 1 since it's in the second position, which is negative, so we make that positive 2, and keep this the same since it's positive. Multiply this by negative, so it'll be positive 2. Keep this the same since it's positive right here, since you're multiplying it by positive. Since you're multiplying this by negative, it'd be positive 2. You keep this positive, make that a positive since you multiply by a negative, and then keep that as a negative. So then, this is kind of the confusing part. So now that we have this, we want to convert our rows into columns. So 1, 2, 5, this first row we would have to change into the first column. So it'd be 1, 2, 5 like that. And then 2, negative 4, 2 would be 2, negative 4, 2. And then 1, 2, negative 3 would be 1, 2, negative 3. Okay. And then next, we're gonna want to multiply this by 1 over the determinant of A. So it would be 1 over whatever this is. So in this case, it'd be 1 over 8. So let's move it up here. So then that would be 1/8 times 1 is 1/8. 1/4, 1/8, 1/4, negative 1/2, 1/4, 5/8, 1/4, negative 3/8. Okay, and then we're going to want to check the work. So I don't know if I can make this bigger. I'm going to make this bigger. Great. Alright. So then we're going to want to do, can I like move it this way? Oh, this is rough. So then we'd, to check our work, we want to multiply A times the inverse of A, which is now this. So this is the inverse of A. So A and the inverse of A would have to look something like this. So we have A, which is 1, 1, 1, 2, negative 1, 0, 3, 1, negative 1, times this. So you only have to check these positions right here. since these are the only ones that matter when you're checking it. So you just want to make sure that these are all ones. So for the first position, we would just check the first row in the first column. So it's 1/8 plus 2/8 plus 5/8, which is 1. And then for the second position, right here, we check the second row in the second column up here. So 2 times 1/4 is 1/2. That is 1/2. And then 0 times 1/4 is 0. So we got 1 right there. And then for the third one, we want to check the third row, the third column. So 3/8, 2/8, and then 3/8, which is 1. So now we know that this truly is the inverse of A, since we checked it out and worked. So then x, we'd refer back to this equation right here. So x equals inverse of A. I have to extend that. Times matrix 452. Which would be 1/8 times 4 is 4/8, 5/4, 2/8. So what's that? 6/8 plus 10/8. So that's 2. That's 1 minus 5/2 plus 1/2. So what's that? -1. And then 20/8 plus 5/4 minus 3/8. I'll just make that 5/2 plus 5/4 minus 3/4. So 5/2 plus so that's 3. So then that means x would be the first one here, which is 2, y equals -1, and z equals 3. So then 2, -1, 3, and solution set. That's it. El final de presentación. Gracias.